Hi, I'm Gaz. I make videos about lots of different things, and in today's video I'm going to tell you all about where I... Hi, I'm Gaz. I make videos about lots of different things, and in today's video I'm going to tell you all about where I live. So stay tuned to the latest episode of the G-Log.
Meet radio and television personality Gaz Reynolds, the founder of World Domination Records and Great Drive Driving School. Like, comment and subscribe to be part of the journey. This is Gaz Reynolds, the G-Log.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log. Now, I know I say every episode I'm getting used to this because I'm a little bit crazy. But the thing is, are you getting used to this? I'm very sorry if you feel very dizzy after watching this. What I suggest you do is maybe go to another channel, because here all you're going to get is entertainment. Who needs Netflix? You've got me. If you are watching this video from the beginning, then I'd like to say hi. And if you got bored with the video and you forwarded it to the end, then it's a case of goodbye. So I thought today we should have a little chat. A lot of questions come in quite often about, what is this channel about? I don't know. I just switched on the camera, so I haven't got a clue. Other people ask, where can I buy the G-Log album? Well, the link is in the description down below. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name's Gaz. Nice to meet you. And for my regular viewers who are used to seeing the insanity that goes on in this channel, welcome back. I'm sorry that you couldn't find anything else to do. Today's video is all about where I live. Now, I live in Harrow, and that's been a very, very useful area for me because it's only about 20 to 30 minutes train journey to London, which is very useful for me as I've filmed a number of television and radio interviews actually in central London. And also some of the vlogs that I do have filmed in London. But also living in Harrow itself has been very useful for me because I've ended up being on quite a few television and radio shows which have actually been shot here. Most recently was Alan Carr's new show, and also I appeared on Dawn of the Driverless Car on BBC Two, which was filmed in Harrow, which was a massive show for me. I think we had 6.5 million viewers for that, and one of my neighbours told me they saw me on television the other day because the show was repeated. I missed it, sadly. Also, I was on Nick Ferrari's breakfast show on LBC Radio a couple of years back, which was actually filmed in Kenton, which is part of Harrow. It's only probably about 10 minutes drive from here. And also, very fortunately for myself, the local press have been very much on my side, as you can see here, and they featured quite a lot of stories about me over the years. And more recently, over the past couple of years, my local radio station, Radio Harrow, has probably done around about 100 radio interviews or more with me, and they've covered a variety of subjects and also featured my businesses and my music career. So it's been very, very useful for me, and that radio station is literally just a few minutes away. So if Radio Harrow's tuned in, any of the DJs or any of the fans of Radio Harrow, thanks ever so much for all your support. I've appeared on Radio Harrow, probably I've done, I would say, about 100 radio interviews now, and they've been very supportive over the years. More recently I did a interview, I think a few months back, on Steve Johnson's show, which was all about the G-Log and the G-Log album, which has now been released around the world. Now, for people that are new to this channel, you may not know who I am. Well, you can Google me, or you could just go on YouTube and just search out some of my videos. My name is Gaz Reynolds. I live in London, in Harrow. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to be showing the front of my house because I don't want lots of creepy stalkers coming round. I've had a few of those recently. Did you see my video about my internet stalker? Ooh, very, very creepy. I have lived in Harrow, in this very house actually, since 1992. My friend Cheryl, who sadly has passed away recently, actually found this house, and she said to me, I think I found a house that you would love to buy. And so she introduced me to this house, and the very long story, or shall I say the rather surprising story about this house in 1992 was over £100,000. That was the value of it. And the man that owned the house really liked me, and he owned other houses around in this area. He really liked me, and he'd actually been offered the full asking price on the house, but because he liked me, he decided to offer it to me at an incredible price of £60,000. Now that was nothing really for a property that's now worth over £500,000. So thanks to my friend Cheryl, who sadly passed away recently, I have been here since 1992, and this is where I do the G-log from. Now this is the office that I do the G-log in. Hopefully it's not too messy. There's an aerial view. Now we've got a lot of computers in here. Some of them are not on at the moment, but there is a lot of equipment throughout the house that we use for filming. You know, when we're doing the indoor shoot of the G-log, it's pretty much on a Canon G7X, which is what I'm using at the moment. I've lived in Harrow since 1992, and Harrow has many benefits for my career, including Harrow Art Centre, which is pretty famous around here. And one of my pals, Barrycryer, who's a very famous comedian, is performing here. Look. And Barry often performs here. This is literally just round the corner from my house. So pretty exciting stuff really, and I'm hoping to have Barry on the G-log very soon. Harrow is a very famous city. It boasts one of the largest Asian communities in London. It's also world famous for the school Harrow School. Harrow's also been a popular location for filmmakers and also famous for television shows. One of the benefits for myself is that it's very close to Elstree Studios and some of the other studios where I actually do television shows. One of my pals, the legendary Steve Coy from Dead or Alive, was actually born and raised in Harrow. He lived just down the road from me at one point. Sadly, he passed away recently, but it's also another reason why Harrow is famous. Another famous star that lived in Harrow until recently was the legendary Hollywood movie star Davidsuchet, who was also famous for the UK TV series Poirot. I often used to bump into David because he literally lived down the road from me, and I'd often see him in the supermarket with his wife, oddly enough, and you just wouldn't think that of a Hollywood movie star. But it's the same as my friend Barry Cryer. I often bump into him down in the supermarket or in the high street or even in the pub. Like any major city, the one thing that I do have to complain about is the major traffic. Today's positive shout out goes to Kerman Shah. So there you go, Kerman, you've had your positive shout out. If any of my viewers would like a positive shout out, please leave comments down below, or you can send me an email. I can't guarantee that everyone's going to be featured, but I will do my best to try and feature your shout out on this show. That's why it's called a shout out, I think. Well, a positive shout out anyway. So you must leave a positive comment for a positive shout out. Got it? Good. That's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.
Hi mortals, I'm Jesus. You can now purchase Gaz Reynolds Presents The G-Log, Album Volume 1 from Apple Music, Spotify, and all major outlets around the world. includes the massive hits Electronic Kamasutra, I Only Hear You, and Dark Lady. This is one heavenly experience you won't forget. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can watch every episode of the G-Log religiously.
Out now, Gaz Reynolds' new album, The Wedding Album, as featured on Big Review TV and Radio Harrow. Available at iTunes and all major outlets worldwide.